In this video I would like to show you how to connect one of these Infinisolar 3-phase inverters to a Sunnew battery. Now there's three different models of Sunnew batteries. This is the rack mount model. You have the wall mount model, and then you have the bigger 10 kilowatt model on wheels, the trolley version. Not all three of them do work with the same BMS protocol, so the setup will be the same as well. So if you come to the bottom of the inverter, you will find all of the communications ports. You have your RS-232, which is for your PC, as well as your USB, your dry contacts, and then your parallel connection when you connect more than one inverter. There is no BMS port on this. However, you do have this intelligent slot. So referring to that intelligent slot, you need to actually get your hands on one of these Modbus cards, which will then obviously slot in there, providing you with your RS-485 protocol will then assist you in communicating with the battery's RS-485. So generally when you remove the Modbus card from the packaging, your dip switches you have on this card should be set correctly for the setup already. However, let's just cover it for argument's sake. This is your switch number 2. As you can see, it's labeled on the PC board, and this switch is switch number 1. So switch number 1, only your first dip is in the on position. And coming around to switch number 2, dip number 1 is in the off position, 2 and 3 is in the on position, dip number 4 off, and then 5, 6, 7 as well as 8 is in the on position. So now that the dips is set properly, you will unfortunately not see clearly in this card slot, but there is grooves that you need to slot this card into. Once it's set in those grooves, you can just push it all the way in and obviously insert your screws as well. To establish BMS communication between the inverter and the battery for this setup, you need to make the following BMS communications cable. The grey plug to the left is for the Modbus card or the inverter, and then to the right is the purple plug that could lead to the battery. Inverter side pin number 4 will lead to battery side pin number 8, and then inverter side pin number 5 will lead to battery side pin number 7. Okay, dip settings on the battery. Note the dip setting needs to be set while the battery is in the off position, otherwise your protocol will not take effect. For the master battery, the battery connected to the inverter with the communications cable, that battery, your master battery, needs to be set with the first dip in the on position. All of the remaining dips will be in the off position. That's for your master battery. So currently I have only this one battery that I've connected to the inverter, which is my master battery. Note, as soon as you add on extra batteries, you need to set them up as slave. And then you need a normal networking cable to run from these RS-485 ports from battery to battery. It is not marked as in or out. It does not matter which one of the ports you use, as you will specify each and every single module with its own dip set. Hence the reason why this is not going to have any effect. Okay, so to now better explain the addresses for each and every single module, I need to actually bring your attention to this document. You can actually connect up to 15 modules with one another in parallel, and then by assigning each and every single module with its own address, will then obviously indicate which battery is which module and not have any discrepancies. So as I've already mentioned, your master battery needs to be set to the very first dip in the on position. This little black block on. Your first slave or second battery, your second dip is in the on position. Third battery, dips 1 and 2 on position. Battery 4, dip 3 on position. Battery 5, dip 1 and 3 on position. Battery 6, dip 2 and 3 on position. Battery 7, 1, 2 and 3 on position. Battery 8, dip 4 in the on position. Battery 9, dip 1 and 4 on position. Battery 10, dip 2 and 4 is on. Battery 11, dip 1, 2 and 4 is on. Battery 12, 3 and 4 is on. Battery 13, dip 1, 3 and 4 is on. Battery 14, dip 2, 3 and 4 is on. And then lastly, battery 15, dip 1, 2, 3 and 4 is on. Okay, let's connect the cable. On the inverter side, the Modbus card, the grey plug that I've crimped as showed before, you can connect it to either one of these two RS485 ports. Doesn't matter which one of the two you use. And then on the battery side, you need to use this communications port that's standing on its own, marked as RS485 or CAN. We're basically using RS485 communication to the Modbus card to establish BMS communication. Okay, so the Modbus card is inserted, BMS communications cable is connected, DC cables is connected, we can start up. Friendly note, this is just a output breaker to shut your contacts down, switch them on and off. It does not actually switch the battery on or off. This is just an isolator. To switch the battery on, you actually need to come to this reset switch. Find something sharp, just to press down onto it, and the battery will actually start up. I do not have any AC connected to the inverter, so currently the inverter still appears as being off. Long press of the on button will start up the inverter. I am aware that the LCD display is quite bright, difficult for you to see. The backlight should shut down, which will then enable you to see a little bit better. As for now, give the inverter some time to just establish all power sources before it will basically engage and provide output. We'll just give it a moment to do that. There we go. You will basically now see a line running from your battery icon to your light bulb icon, which is your output running from battery to load. At the moment, still waiting for the BMS to confirm successful communication. You will see that at the bottom of the display. It should show something like LI BAT. Currently it's not yet doing that. Okay. Backlight is off. I'm confident you can see clearly. You can see output running from battery to the load, as well as LI BAT. LI BAT is your BMS communication that's established to the battery. It's connected successfully and working. Thank you very much.